Met Eric in the first term of first year. He was totally gorgeous. He is totally gorgeous. So this story takes place when I was 2 months pregnant with my second child. It would have been October 1993, and I already had Beth, who was at that point 2.5. I was living with my sister and my husband, maybe another sister as well. Milltown Estate would look loyalist at the time in terms of curbstones, flags, small murals, that kind of thing. But it was a mixed estate, it always had been. So the story for me started with a night when we had the kids settled and then a party started up. And the party was really loud and unexpectedly loud. I mean, we were living in a housing estate. People have parties, you hear next door, going up and down the stairs. But this was really loud, sufficient to actually wake the children up. So we're young families trying to get the kids settled again and trying to make that decision about, do you go out of the house and ask people to turn the music down or not? But the kids got back down to sleep, so that was okay. We went to sleep too. Next morning, there was a policeman at the door asking, did we have any information that there had been an incident, a shooting, the night before in a pub in the Catholic estate that would have been a couple of fields away from Milltown. So it was our neighbouring estate, but there was a gap, the fields in between. And we knew nothing about it, we hadn't even heard about it. We had zero information. So after the police had gone on by, I went next door to ask, what was all that about, like? And heard the story that there had been a shooting, that someone had been killed, and more would have been killed, only the gun jammed. That was the story. That's what the party had been last night. That the car that had been used had been burnt out on our estate because that was a way of saying it was us, we did it. Either that same morning or later that day, I'd thought, actually, I don't want that to be the message. I can't bear that that's the message. We did it. And had a party. I want there to be a different message that says, actually, we don't agree with that being done to you. So in my head, I was thinking, if we could have a walk, if we could get a peace walk, to ask other folk on the estate, would they join me? Would we walk together? As a way of saying, actually, no, it wasn't us. We don't agree. This is awful. This is a horrible thing. And we're sorry. I raised the idea with our neighbour. She's Catholic and she was the person I would have known best on the estate at that point. I would have known some of the other mums as well. So I talked to her and maybe one or two others. Just saying, would this, could we do this? None of them agreed with it having happened either. They also all felt like it was a terrible thing. It was a shocking thing. And shouldn't have been done. But when I said, well, could we do this walk? Would they come with me? Could I arrange this? Could we make this happen? The response was, well, Laura, you'd be okay because you're a woman. No one would touch you. But Eric wouldn't be okay. And I wasn't expecting that. But the message was very clear. If you do this kind of thing, if you do this, if you arrange this walk, then Eric will be punished. And I was really frightened. He wasn't from here, he didn't understand here, and he'd moved here for me. And I couldn't ask him to face a threat like that. It wasn't fair. And the idea just died. Here was me dragging us across to move back into Northern Ireland because I wanted to do peace work. And here was the first real thing. This was the first real moment when there was an opportunity for me to actually do something, and I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do anything. I couldn't. I wouldn't. I couldn't think of anything else to do. I was doing nothing. I think I mostly just felt ashamed. I was just this wee girl. I knew nothing.